Good morning, guys, or afternoon, depending on when you watch this. Right at the moment, it's morning, and I'm making breakfast. Yeah, bacon, having some coffee, homemade Irish cream coffee creamer. Uh, I think homemade coffee creamer tastes just as good, if not maybe better than everybody else's coffee creamer that you pay like $5 a bottle for. And this cost me like $2 to make, and I know what's in it. All about knowing what's in it. That's just because I got old all of a sudden, or whatever, older. I like to think I'm just better looking. But anyhow, um, I wanted to just talk for a second about cast iron, which is what I'm cooking in right there. Uh, and it's pros and cons. In case you were ever going to buy new sets of pans and stuff. And of course, there's several nuances to all of that. But the biggest one being why I use cast iron. First of all, I don't ever have to buy a new pan as long as I live. And almost all my stuff's cast iron. I have a couple stock pots that are not cast iron. They're located right down there, bottom shelf. But that's it. Everything else is cast iron. Here's why. If nothing else, it's for cost. This particular pan here, well, I bought this used, but I bought it used, it was $20, and it's probably 50 years old. I'll probably get another, I don't know, 200 years worth of use out of it, or even your best non-stick pan. You only get about 5 or 6 years out of use out of it, and that's to be treated with kid gloves, so the Teflon doesn't come off. Where this one, all I have to do is keep it seasoned. So, like right now, by cooking bacon, I'm seasoning it. Yeah, that's kind of the cool part about it. I'll also season it afterwards. I mean, yes, cast iron is a little more work. But the fact that I don't ever have to buy another pan again as long as I live is pretty freaking awesome, if I do say so myself. They come in all shapes and sizes, and like anything else, it's just like the non-stick world, or even the stainless steel world. You gotta kind of watch what you're doing, or watch what you're buying, do your research. Everything is about doing research. I don't know why I never noticed this before. The last probably 6 months. But it's truly everything, at least everything I do, I have to look into it a little bit before I do it. What kind of wood am I going to use for a certain project? Like when I'm doing cutting, when I bake a cutting board, it takes a certain type of wood. Well, it takes 2 or 3 types of wood. But you want to look for something that's not real porous. It's got dense cells. That way your food that you're cutting doesn't leach into your wood and potentially kill you down the road. Cast iron's the same way. You want to look for maybe not if you're buying used cast iron like at the thrift store, or if you want to go expensive the antique store. You want to look for a smooth surface right here in this area. On the inside of the pan, period. Like this one has a pretty good smooth surface. If it has a rough surface, it could be one of two things happening. It could either be the coating that they put on it to make it non-stick, like my very first cast iron pan, which was a cheap Chinese cast iron pan. Also an amazing pan, but it had a slightly textured surface when I bought it, and that was the spray coating that they put on it to make it non-stick to start, so you can start using it right away and not have to season it. But the rest of my pans were already seasoned because of use. Mostly, I think other than my griddle, everything else has been used, or it's ceramic. But you can, if you want to know what it's supposed to feel like, you could go to a any place that sells like used cast iron and feel and look at it, see what the texture feels like, and then go and buy new. But like I said, most of them have a slightly textured surface when you buy them new, just because that's the way the coating's on it. If you want to know a lot about cast iron, there's a gentleman named Mudrucker who is on YouTube who does all kinds of cast iron. He's absolutely the coolest. He also does some cooking. He does all kinds of stuff, but his main gig over the last probably year or so has been cast iron. And he can tell you a lot more about it than I probably ever could. Although it's not a struggle, it's a little more work. You have to season it after you get done cleaning it. You rub some oil on it, let it cool down. Make sure you get just a super light, thin coat. But unlike a nonstick pan, the carbon or the cast iron pans, the carbon buildup, which is what turns it black, actually helps promote body health. I mean, you do get a little bit of iron off of the cast iron into your body, which your body needs. I don't know if you get quite enough to, you never have to take your vitamins anymore, but it's in there and it helps. The carbon is what turns your pans black. Your body uses that too, so it helps. Plus, it keeps your cast iron from rusting. And once you get into the routine of using it, cleaning it, seasoning it, giving it that coat, it's no different than using anything else. I mean, you're used to doing it, and it becomes easy and second nature. But anyhow, this morning's breakfast is bacon and eggs. Something simple, kind of quick. We're in day 8 of the quarantine process, and it's been a long one. I've made probably 8 dozen cookies, God knows how much bread. Ain't gonna make some more. The mother-in-law brought me over a bunch of bananas that are slightly over-ripened. Not that you can't eat a ripe banana like that, but they're best for making bread with. Which, in one of my last videos when I was talking about macaroni salad, we make it to kind of, use up what's in the fridge so it doesn't go bad, doesn't go to waste. Same thing with banana bread. I know it's all over the web, everybody making bread, but it's a good way to prolong bananas, even if it's just for a few more days, or get your kids or you to eat bananas, because everybody likes banana bread. Throw some walnuts in it, some pecans, whatever, make it fancy, and you should be good to go. Alright, well, I love you guys. It's a short video, and I will talk to you later. Alright, love you. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye.